Welcome to Team Fortress 2. After 9 years in development, hopefully it will have been worth the wait. Thanks, and have fun.
Hello guys, Ellmo here. Welcome back to another TF2 Times. Well, it's a variation on TF2 Times. I'm currently going to be doing something else that has been requested by a fellow channel member. It's the Hitsound that I had in my TF2 Times episode. The annotate sound clip. So, I mean, I'll give you a background. The hit sound is essentially when you hit someone and it makes a sound from the damage and displays damage if you have that enabled as well. But I'll show you about the options later on. Okay, so what you want to do first, you want to get a WAV file. Well, at first it could be editing file actually. Just make sure it's dual channel. You want to open that into Audacity. Mine's here. I've already got mine ready. My called Hitsound. It's going to have to be called that in the end for it to work. So yeah, you want to take your clip, put it in here. If you want, you can edit in here. You can highlight, effect, whatever, so forth. Equalize it, amplify it. I amplify mine. Don't equalize it. I don't do anything like that personally. You can cut it down. So say if you like a TF2 movie or something, or some sort of movie, you can take the sound file, put it in here, cut it down to a small short section. Mine's 1 second or so, and then every time you hit somebody, boom, it makes a sound. And also dynamic pitch making. I'll discuss that later on. Okay, so once you've actually done all your effects and such, you want to go ahead and export it. So click export, and then you can choose. I just export it to Hitsound to begin with to make it easier, just rather than rename it later on. It's going to make it a lot easier. Export it into WAV. And yeah, export it to where you want it. So, in fact, it's probably easier actually if we just go straight into my. Sorry about the space there. My hard drive is completely the most horrible formatted thing ever. I need to completely reformat it and other shit. But yeah, let's go into the comments. You go into TF2 folder, go to Steam apps, Steam apps, so forth. A little bit behind here. Mine's there. I kind of got a little bit like I don't know why, but I started just like dotting it everywhere because I had some issue with it, so I was just trying to test. But yeah, so there's an example there again. Right, so yeah, you go into your TF folder, and then you've got the custom folder. This is where you put it now because of Steam pipe update. It's all the sort of stored data on the cloud is quite sort of dynamic now, where you can't just store it locally, and it has to be accessible via a certain file path. It's really shitty, but I'm not bothered. So you go into your folder, go into custom, and then what you do then is make a folder called my_custom_hit_hitsound, and that's no uppercase. That has to be done. That is, I've found that I've tried to use any other name, and I don't know why, but it doesn't seem to work. It might just be my own weird experience with it, but I will just use that just to make it safe. And yeah, so yeah, once you've actually done that, you made a folder, you go into that, then you're going to make a folder in that called sound. So you make that folder. In there should be a folder called UI. Make that folder. This stuff won't be here, by the way. You'll have to create the my custom thing and then go into put sound in, put UI within sound. It's all a pain in the ass, but it's how Steam like validates it. It's how the actual cache registers. So it's got to be like format like this, sadly. So you go into UI, and then in that UI folder you put your hit sound file. It has to be a WAV file. So really, you might as well just do this and export it straight into here, and use that file extension. Call it hitsound.wav. Boom, save. You're done, pretty much. You can create the folders within this little window as well, so it's useful. So yeah, so once that is completed, you are pretty much done. Nothing really much else to say in terms of file paths and such. Has to be formatted like this, in my own experience. I don't know, you could try and create your own folder name and such, but I would just go with just like the generic, because it'll work, that's the thing. It will definitely work, and you're not going to be wondering what is the problem. Yeah, so once you put that in, it should create a sound cache file. Mine hasn't. I don't know why, but it still works, you know. So yeah. I guess I'll cut to TF2 and go for the next stage. Right, so once you've done that, you're going to come to TF2, and then you want to get the developer console up. And to get that, if you haven't already got it up, press the miss key in your keyboard, which is the topmost left underneath the escape key. For those who don't know, if it's not enabled and it doesn't come up when you press that key, then go into options, go into advanced in the keyboard, and then click enable developer console. OK, I cancel because there's no point in me actually OK in that because I've already got it open, enabled. Yeah, so we're going to type TF_dingaling, and this is Valve's or Steam's own way of allowing you to dynamically change your own sounds in TF2. So you want to type in pitch, and then max damage to be 5, and then first of all, and then you want your min damage to be 150. Once you've done that, you're pretty much set. This will allow you, when you're shooting a game, to get the sort of when you hit high, really high, like 150 for instance, there's that really bassy sound, and like really low. When you hit really like low damage, you will get a really high pitched sound. So I guess what I'll do is I'll try and give you a example of that. I'll just go into offline practice just for the hell of it. Okay, so I'm on the walkway instead. I decided this is probably a better place to test stuff. I use this to test stuff a lot, so I'll go in here. Just give you an idea of what it sounds like. So if you go for sort of a quite large shot, you get that sort of like really deep sound. And the smaller shots are sort of not as deep sounding, so like the 7s. And sort of like lower sounding shots are much more. And you get to the higher shots, and they're a lot more sort of deep sounding. So yeah, that gives you an idea as to what happens. And it's 150, like quick like that. I just hear this. You have to turn your sound volume up, but it's really bassy. Like, so yeah, so that's basically it. That is how you change dynamic pitch. Low damage, higher pitch, and then the more damage you do, the lower and bassier it becomes. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I have been Ellmo. Tell me what you thought in the comments. Whether or not you want me to do more stuff like this. It's quite fun actually. I enjoyed this tutorial. And yeah, if you need anything else that you need help with from TF2 or just generally the game world for formatting stuff and such, definitely just give me a shout and put it in the comments below as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. It really helps us out. And yeah, so I've been Ellmo, and thanks for watching. Ellmo out.